going on? You see what time it is. We here, baby. Drams on deck. Today, we got a good one. Today, we got another hit in the building. Today, we got the Glenlivet Nadurra is in the building. Yes, sir. You see it. You see it. First fill Oloroso Sherry, man. And this one right here is cask strength, as you can see. And I actually had this bottle. It is bottled at exactly 60.3%. I had this bottle probably 6 months, and I still haven't killed it yet. I try to savor it and keep it for a long time if I can. And it's just a box, just pretty simple, just showing the notes on it. I actually like to keep some of my favorites as long as I can, and maybe tend to dive in things that are more comfort drinks. This is cask strength, but right now, Glenlivet is a staple in the Scotch community. I actually reviewed the 18 year, and that is one of my favorites. So this one right here is right on par with that. I enjoy this particular expression, and for me, this is something I've had. I want to say my second bottle. I'm going to have another pretty soon. So it's relatively priced. This one ran me about $75. I want to say I got it from the Total Wines and Spirits, but this is not something necessarily hard to find. Granted, you're not going to see this every single store, but it's not something that you really have to do a lot of searching for. It should be relatively easy to find for the most part, and the price ranges. So I may pay $75, $80 for mine, but there are some places that probably may sell it anywhere up to $100. So the ballpark that you normally will see this in, from $75 to $100. In that ballpark is usually where you will find it. The high end, obviously, being $100. So some of the secondhand places may have it for that, and they actually have Nadurra. They actually have Nadurra that's peated as well. Now I've never had the peated version, but there's a first time for everything. So when I do, when I buy the peated Glenlivet, I will be sure to get your hot review for you guys on that one as well. But for right now, we're gonna nose it, we're gonna taste it, we're gonna score it. I'm gonna give you my opinion. We're gonna go from there. So that being said, I'm gonna take a look at this color real quick. This is not an age statement, by the way. So I don't know the age on this, but it looks like a nice medium amber color. Very nice, very nice. Looks good. I don't see a lot of legs hanging down. Still early though, but no. It definitely, I will say, has a very nice pungent smell to it. 60% has a nice kick, has some oomph to it. So that right there that's the first step. But then it's the first fill Oloroso. I think the sherry barrels, the first fill is from Spain, which is the same area where a lot of the Macallan's barrels come from as well. So we get high quality barrels, first fill Oloroso, and it has a very rich sherry flavor. So all my sherry guys out there and gals who love them a good sherry dram, I think this one would fit the bill. I'll tell you soon enough. But it is cask strength, so keep that in mind. That being said, let's see what this nose has to offer. I definitely smell alcohol. I smell a little alcohol. Sherry, obviously. It smells like a cookie or something like that on the nose as well. Like a dry cookie, a little vanilla, some spice, maybe cinnamon, something like that. But spice, sherry, and the cookie sherry is what I pretty much pick up mostly on the nose. I had to sit out for about maybe 15 minutes and let it air out a bit. That being said, let's dive into the palate. Definitely got some oomph to it. Ooh. All right, now I let the first one go down. Right now my palate is tingling. 60% has some oomph to it. Right now my palate's getting warm, it's getting sensitized, it's tingling right now. That's good though. That's the first sip. After the first sip, I don't feel it no more. So it's usually just the first one that gets me. From second on, it's cake at that point. But yeah, now that I got that first sip out the way, I'm about to take another sip and let it really saturate and soak in my palate real quick. Here we go. Well, ooh. This one right here, when I say it's rich in sherry, it is rich. Very creamy. It doesn't look very viscous on the glass, but right now I feel like my palate is well coated right now. It has like a little creamy feel to it. Very rich in sherry. It's first feel Oloroso, so that right there, you could taste it. Like certain sherries, you know, you may not taste it as plentiful. This one, it's almost like sherry is soaked in my tongue right now, but that's a good thing. I pick up a little bit of chocolate on this one. Get some ginger on this one. Some spice, like cinnamon on, like what I smelled on the nose or what I taste on the palate with the cinnamon. So I get the cinnamon, the sherry, that spice right there, and you get that. It's just very rich and creamy with that little bit of hint of chocolate. It is on there. It's in. I really enjoy it. It has some nice sweetness to it. But at the same time, you can pick up the alcohol on this one. So I'm going to tell you right now, it has a nice little punch to it. So for those of you who are not used to drinking neat, you probably going to need to water this a little bit to get to your particular liking. So if you're someone who's not used to, I'm used to cask strength, but it's even that first sip or two, I can feel it. So if you're not used to cask strength, this may be too much for you, a little bit more off-putting for you if you try to drink it straight. So I would say, always take a little small sip, neat, and if it's still too much for you at the second sip, then just gradually add water until it gets to whatever level you at. And once it gets to that point, it's going to be golden for you. You may put some people may put an ice cube in it and may water it down to like it's at 60%. You may water it down until it's 45 or 47%. If that's what's better for you, then so be it. But I always say just start here and then gradually take it down. As I took that second sip, as you saw, I dropped some water in here to see how it opens up anymore. But it is a very rich, high proof Oloroso sherry. Like I said, if you like a nice heavy punch of sherry, this will fit the bill. It is, like I said, nice and creamy, very sherried, I would say. Like I said, that chocolate rolls in really on nice. That cinnamon spice is in there. It almost has like a little kick of vanilla with it. And it is in there. I really enjoy this. And I'm borderline to say I think I like this even more than 18, mainly because of that punch that it comes with. I think flavor-wise, this definitely has more sherry than 18. 18 is more complex than this. So when I say 18, I'm talking the Glenlivet 18 is more complex than this in some respects, but the ABV is a lot lower. So some people may prefer the lower ABV. I prefer a higher because to me, it just soaks. It just really lasts longer for me. But if you like the 18, now this doesn't taste like the 18, but if you like the 18, I think that you should definitely give this a shot as well, especially if you're a sherry person. That being said, I had dropped a couple, had some little bit of water in here. Now I'm about to see how it opens up in any way, shape, or form. Here we go. I almost feel like I get more of a dark fruit flavor now with the water. It's consistent with what I had initially said. Sherry, the spice, that chocolate, but now with a little bit of water, like a dark berry. That's what I'm picking up on as well. So all in all, man, this is a good dram. And it's relatively priced. I don't think that it's overpriced at all. I would, like as I said earlier, it's not hard to find, relatively priced, and this is one of those sleepers. Some of y'all don't know about this Glenlivet. You may see it on the shelf and just better keep walking. If you're a sherry fan and you like high proof, the best thing I can think I can to match it with, a lot of times in my reviews, I may say, you know, if you never tried this, I try to picture something else, give you an example, something else that's similar to this, that maybe you try, you get a better idea. So if you ever had the Macallan, the classic cut, or if you ever had the Abelara Abunde, I probably jacked the last up, Abunde, but that's the cask strength Oloroso sherry form that they have. I actually did that review. If you ever had the Abelara Abunde, or you ever had the Macallan Classic Cut, those are cask strength sherry bombs. So if you ever had those two before, and if you did enjoy that, then I almost would guarantee that you will enjoy this same way. This is just as enjoyable on that platform as the Macallan Classic Cut and the Abelara. Both of those are sherry bombs at cask strength, and this is in the same. It fits the bill just the same. So any of those, you know, so if you like those two or had it, if you enjoyed it, you will enjoy this definitely. So that being said, what would I rate this? 1 to 10, 10 being the best for me. Drams on deck. I give this Glenlivet Nadurra. The one I have is, like I said, first fill Oloroso, and I would just so you know, my batch number is 071117. I would give this one out of a 10, man, 8.75. So just under a 9, 8 3/4, 8.75, and that's out the door. That's with the price and availability, taste, everything. 8.75. It's in there. It really is, man. Like I said, I really enjoy this. This is a nice sherry cask strength bomb, in my opinion. Very nice viscous sherry influence. Like I said, when you get the cinnamon, you get a little bit of that nice chocolate. You know, now it doesn't taste like it, but you get a nice bit of chocolate with the Glendronach 18. Now it doesn't have as much chocolate as the Glendronach 18, but I'm just saying that gives you an idea of another one that has sherry in it with that nice chocolate influence. This is sherry with some nice chocolate influence. So again, I'm not saying it tastes like the 18. I'm just saying if you ever had it, that chocolatey feel that has some of that aspects in this one as well. But yeah, nice spice, nice punch, ABV wise. You know, vanilla, dark berries, sherry, bomb dram for the sherry lovers. 8.75 for Drams, out the door. Like I said, it ranges from $75 to $100. I got this one for about around $80 at a Total Wines and Spirits. You could probably find it at your local chain, or even at some your mom and pop stores. So like I say, it shouldn't be super hard to find, and it's not like overly limited or anything like that. Super limited rather. So like I said, solid dram in my opinion, solid dram. So if you haven't tried this, do yourself a favor and try it. It is a sleeper. A lot of people don't know about it. That's why I'm here. I'm here to woke the masses up who may not like look at this and just keep moving. This is a nice solid bomb dram. The Glenlivet Nadurra, first fill Oloroso. They also have something similar, and it's like a bourbon cask as well. But this one is a sherry cask, just FYI. So bomb dram, I really enjoyed it. This is probably like my second bottle, and I will be getting my re-up. There will be a third when this is over, when it's said and done. I still probably got at least a third of the bottle left, so I still got some time. And like I said, I got other drams. Those other two drams that I referred to, the Abelara and the Macallan Classic Cut, I have both of them here, so it'll last a little bit longer just because I mix it around. I don't drink all the same, same thing all the time. I have a pretty vast collection, luckily. So, but hopefully you got something out of this review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to know, hit me up, and I would definitely respond to you and let you know, man. Hopefully you know what I'm saying, this is positive. So at least if you're in the aisle and you see this, if that wheelhouse that I just explained, that's in your wheelhouse, check it out and pick it up. Or maybe it may not be in your wheelhouse, and maybe it might not be for you. So if you're a super peat head or you like a lot of oak, it's not oaky and it's not peaty. So just FYI. So you're not gonna get oak and peat out there. So if that's your wheelhouse, you probably don't want to go the other way, because that's not what you're gonna find in this dram. So all in all, man, thanks for y'all's support, your love. I greatly appreciate that, man. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Likes and subscribes are free. Also, check in my description box. I also have a link for my Instagram page. I have a nice Instagram page. A lot of my bottles that I have reviewed and haven't yet reviewed, even a couple extra of my reviews are on my Instagram page in the description box. And also I have a new a Cash App Patreon. So if you choose to support, it's up to you. I don't push it much. It's totally just you guys watching is great for me. So, but if you want to support, you can feel free to do so as well. I really appreciate your time, your love, and everything, man. Signing out. Drams on deck. Yes, sir.